Good morning. December 27th, 2018. It's a little after 1:30 a.m. here in Ohio. We're looking at 50-degree temperatures the next couple days. It's pretty amazing. The new year approaches. Time is a human creation. The clock was created by humans. Nature exists outside of time. Humans exist outside of time. We all exist outside of time. No one wants to live by time. No one really wants to do a 40-hour work week either, but we have to because that's what we've done and grown accustomed to. Of course, the government shut down. I think I'd like to start this out by mentioning Tommy Miller, one of my closest friends. And, as he said, what federal employees are non-essential? They said that non-essential employees would be, furloughed temporarily for the government shutdown. And Miller said, who works for the federal government that's non-essential? You ever look at the media and think, what the hell is going on? Well, it's probably because they don't know either. They make it up as they go. Some of them know what they're doing just a little till it gets to the point that counts, and then they're lost too. I read a copy of the New York Times the other day and found 9 typos in one story. And I found typos in 3 lead stories on the front 3 pages. And they were mistakes and typos and glaring ones at that. Misspellings of words, completely wrong words used. It shows us the level of intelligence has dropped significantly. 2019 will be an interesting year because the people helping us with customer service today will be helping us with healthcare service tomorrow. You think you got trouble getting your computer fixed or that television traded? Wait till you freaking need a kidney transplant and the person you're talking to is like some kind of doorknob, which, there's a lot of doorknobs. I used to think they need a lot of turning. Now I just let them sit. It's like a brass monkey on a cold night. Nonetheless, what does it all mean? Fahrenheit 451, Ray Bradbury. If we burn the books, who will remember? The internet has helped create a certain amount of book burning. Books are still there. I still get them interlibrary loan and that, but you have to order them special. You have to really try to get a real book, let alone an academic one's what I'm talking about. The books I read mainly don't have a lot of pictures. They have words that you paint mental pictures with. What I'm reading right now is called The Paths of Heidegger. You probably can't see it in this low light. The Paths of Heidegger. And it's his life and thought by Otto Pogliger. And it's Pogliger. You look at it and you think, oh, it's Pogliger. But it's not. It's Pogliger. There's an umlaut over the O. If you see an O between 2 consonants, it would be POG. P-O-G would be POG. But if there's an umlaut, the 2 dots over it, that means it's the opposite sound of how it would be formulation-wise. So it would be po, be O. So it would be POG, Pogliger. Otto Pogliger. He might have wrote the best book about Heidegger and explains it very well. The whole book's a giant footnote. Broke into 37 subsections and 1,015 parts. It's all there, though. Language, how it can flaw, how language covers our being primarily by its usage, how we realize our spirit gets obscured by language. Sharing, spiritual things and natural theology, as in witnessing miracles, becomes something of importance to us so we understand God. But more than that, language falls short when it comes to showing us who we are spiritually on a day-to-day level. Hence bonfires in nature. Hence the end of the year. Even though time is created, by humans. The reality is time is going to change in just a few days to 2019 by the Gregorian calendar. Now, so what does it all mean? Fahrenheit 451, the books. You burn all the books in Fahrenheit 451, the humans have to become the books. But in our case, the books have been burned and the internet, has become the books. What does this mean? Let me clarify. Right, as if you're going to do anything else at this time. The internet's real good till the power goes out. We don't lose power so much anymore like we did at the huge blackouts of the 60s and 70s and 80s and even recently. But it'll happen again. And it'll hit many people. And they'll realize if their battery ain't charged that, I can't look up anything about Plato when the electric isn't on. I don't have the internet. Well, maybe that's why you should remember it in your mind. Because if you keep your mind right and you have information gathered in there, you'll be able to remember it forever. I always thought everything I read that I can remember cannot be taken from me. The things in life that cannot be taken from you, the things you know, real, true to your heart, your own spirit existing in nature, the knowledge you've accumulated, those you love, those you think you love, those you want to love, all the ones in the middle. You're an accumulation of your thoughts and memories. The past is gone. It never really was as we walk through. The present is what it's about and how a future can be built or attempted to be. With all the flaws of life, it's hard to build a future today. Many Catch-22s, a great book by Joseph Heller, by the way. B-17 pilots in World War II, if they said they thought they were losing their mind or something because of the flying, getting shot at and death and everything, they made them keep flying because they thought no crazy person would admit it. Catch-22. You need to read it. And eventually crazy people started flying bomber aircraft. Life teaches us. But does anybody remember? Most people wouldn't know who Ray Bradbury is. Most people wouldn't know who Joseph Heller is. And maybe it's not so important to know who they are, but it's important to know what they said with respect to thinking and being in the universe and our life as existence before language takes hold and technology combines out of math and science with the language forged in inadequacy. And we create technology and industry that oftentimes fails and or makes us subservient. Who would think all this information that the internet could make us subservient? It has. People remember very little. People retain very little because they can ask whoever the hell it is. Siri, there's a new one, Alexa. Jetta asked me a while back, could you ask Alexa something for me? I said, I am better than Alexa. I am the original. What do you want to know? Ask away. And she said, oh, okay. Yeah. Didn't even need a cell phone. All she had to do was talk to me. It's an amazing thing. What do you want your mind to do for you? What do you want your mind to do for the others? Do you want to take them on a walk outside of their life so they can see what they can really do? I think you do. I think we all do. It's never too late to stop sharing and keep sharing. I know most all of us do anyway. And, a lot of the time I talk, obviously it's geared towards younger people. But I'll be honest, I get a lot of people in my classes that are 50, 60, 70 years old. Used to get them a lot at Sinclair. Still occurs. Reality becomes it, as I always say. We got to become the books, just like Fahrenheit 451. If you take the books, the people got to become the books. The internet's the same way. We're not only not becoming the books, people don't like to read. People don't have time to read, they claim. People don't like to write too much either. If you want to write, or you think you want to write, even to yourself, I don't care how old or young you are, you got to get a pen or a pencil and some paper and do it longhand. That's the spiritual way. It will come to you best that way. Sitting down and composing is good, especially as a journalist. You have to in front of a computer, but that is not the way. The way is by pen, paper, pencil. Let it come out. Block this language and you make your mind, let your mind do it. Make yourself focus. It only takes a minute to write a lot if you're really thinking. But you can't stress about the activity while you're doing it or you won't write very well. So what am I saying? Wow, read, write, arithmetic, watch your language. What does it mean? It means reflection counts, and thinking about thinking is everything. And remembering about forgetting, Plato. Remembering the past so we do not repeat it, George Santayana. Those who do not remember the past will repeat it. The idea is to be smarter than the rest, to be smarter than the past, to be smart enough for a future, and to continue to build. And you got to read, and you got to retain so you can remember and speak of it. It may be real good today with everybody hating each other and government shutdown and hunger and pain. I think I was being facetious. It may be real rough today, but it may be horrible tomorrow. I'll be seeing you soon. Y'all take care now. Peace out.